Hey guys, over here for our Nature and Environment in Japan playlist. This little fellow is not actually the creature that was involved in today's activities, but he's very similar. The one that was involved in today's activities is probably a little bit thinner, probably about the same length, a little bit thinner, and the same type. So it's what the Japanese call Mukade, which is a type of centipede, particularly nasty, as you'll hear. So about 2 o'clock this morning, the old man had been asleep for a couple of hours. We sleep on the floor, we sleep on futon in our house, the adults do, the children sleep on beds. We sleep on the floor on futon. About 2 o'clock this morning, after being asleep for a couple of hours, I felt a really intense pain between my little toe and the toe next to it, and it woke me up, and really intense pain. And it was actually a little toe that had been broken a few years ago, and for some reason just had this feeling that I'd caught it on the sheet and I'd broken it again or something, and I was feeling it to see if it was broken and trying to work out why I was in this pain, and ended up going into the kitchen, turning on the light and looking. There was nothing particular, a little bit red between the little toe and the one next to it, but nothing particularly obvious. So pretty confused, and then wondered if I'd been bitten by something. Went back into the bedroom, lifted up the tatami, the futon, and found one of these where my feet had been. So apparently it had got between my toes, and probably I've moved my foot or something and upset him, and he bit me between the toes. It's not really much for you guys to look at. It's just a little bit red between these two old toes, but hurt like crazy. Probably describe it as like a really, really intense wasp sting or a bee sting, but it felt really intense. It felt right through to the bone. I think that's why I thought my toe was broken again, was it had the same feeling. I had a fairly severe break to my toe a few years ago from the dojo, and it put the toe over at 90 degrees and really shattered the bone, and it was that really intense pain right to the bone and really, really nasty. So put ice pack on it, and slowly it sort of settled down over the next couple of hours. It's been quite a few hours now, and it's sort of still hurting a little bit, but it's sort of pretty much settled down. So it's pretty rare, don't want to freak anybody out. Getting bitten by these things is pretty rare, unless you get hold of one or do something silly like that. But it was just bad luck. I mean, there's a good chance if he just walked over my foot, a good chance, I never would have even known about it. But I'd say he's got between the toes, and I might have moved my foot or something and grabbed him with my toes, and he's responded to it, probably, guessing that's sort of what's happened. So it was pretty horrible. It was pretty horrible. Felt a little bit of nausea during that first hour, fairly painful and a bit of nausea. Not sure if that was psychological. It is one of the symptoms from these bites, apparently, is nausea, so it wouldn't be unusual. But it's been a few hours and it's sort of settled down now and it's not too bad. So always wondered what the pain from one of these would be like. Made a couple of videos featuring these guys. Always wondered what the pain would be like. Now I know. I wouldn't recommend it, guys. It was really, really nasty. Hurt like hell. Really, really did. So, but it's settled down now, so all good again. Anyway, there it was. More videos coming soon.